As a New Yorker, I've had a courtside view of one of the most startling transformations of a city. Those of us who recall New York City of the 1970s through the 1990s know full well it wasn't like the New York that we all enjoy here today. New York City was the crime capital of the world. In 1991, we had nearly 2,500 murders. That's 200 a month in New York City. Entering the city meant facing a gauntlet of aggressive panhandlers, pornography vendors, and uncollected trash. It certainly wasn't an image that would help attract business investment and growth. In 1993, Rudy was elected mayor of New York City, campaigning on the slogan, "One city, one standard." He focused on reducing crime, reforming welfare, and improving the quality of life for us New York residents. Rudy began with a very simple question: can you reduce crime? Against the then current belief that policing had little ability to affect crime. Rudy recognized that you first needed the right metrics for understanding and reporting crime. One of the measures was how fast 9/11 calls were responded to. The second was on how many arrests were made the previous day. Rudy believed that those were the wrong questions. He wanted to know how many crimes had occurred, where they had occurred, and at what time they had occurred. Under his leadership, he used technology and developed a system called CompuStat to help direct resources to where and when they were most needed. His underlying philosophy was based on the broken windows theory. This involved crackdowns on relatively minor offenses, such as graffiti, turnstile jumping, and aggressive squeegee men, on the principle that this would send a message that order would be maintained and that the city would be cleaned up and be safe and welcoming to everyone. Now, at the time, these were extremely controversial positions and received considerable criticism. But what the city was then versus what you see today is the end product of one of the most startling transformations of any city. Look, cities don't transform themselves all by themselves, and it doesn't occur overnight. What it takes is leadership, and that is why it is so great to have the architect and the leader that had the intestinal fortitude and the tenacity to bring about the changeovers to restore New York to its place as the greatest city in the world.